everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
Yeah, that's what's up.
yeah,
Yeah.
50 Cent just dropped a bomb that nobody saw coming. And the name at the center of it? LeBron James. Yeah, you heard that right. The king himself is getting dragged into the Diddy situation, and the streets are going absolutely crazy trying to figure out what's real and what's smoke. 50 Cent doesn't play games. When he drops a documentary, he means business. And Sean Combs' The Reckoning just hit different because 50's not just exposing Diddy, he's calling out everyone who stayed quiet, everyone who knew what was happening and said nothing. And LeBron's name, it's ringing out louder than any championship celebration ever did.
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Not look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
Here's where things get wild. There's this old clip that keeps resurfacing everywhere. LeBron on camera, all smiles, saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Back then, seemed harmless, just celebrity talk, standard Hollywood vibes. But now that clip hits completely different. Because now we know what those parties allegedly involved. Federal charges, criminal investigations, stories that sound like nightmares. And suddenly, that quote doesn't feel like a joke anymore. It feels like confession. The internet's asking, what exactly did LeBron see at those parties? What was he doing there? And why is he acting like none of this ever happened?
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube.
Peep this. Ever since Diddy caught those RICO charges, rumors have been flying about secret recordings, hidden cameras, private footage from parties that were supposed to stay private forever. Sounds crazy, right? Like some conspiracy theory nonsense? Except multiple industry insiders have been saying the exact same thing for years. Jaguar Wright's been screaming about it. Gene Deal, who worked directly with Diddy, confirmed it himself. He said Diddy liked having leverage on people, called it insurance, called it power. The question everyone's asking, who's on those tapes? And if you attended those parties regularly, you're probably terrified right now wondering what got captured.
I sat right here and told y'all there was activity on the dark net. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money. Did I not say that?
Said that.
Right here.
I'm saying.
Those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders.
According to what's circulating online, LeBron wasn't just some random guest who showed up once or twice. Word is, he was a regular, someone who got invitations and never declined. Someone who moved through those spaces like he belonged there. Allegedly leaked footage shows him partying like a single man with no responsibilities. No ring on the finger mentality. Acting completely carefree in environments that don't match the family man image he sells to the public. Now, I'm not here to judge anyone's personal choices, but when you're that famous and moving like that in those kinds of spaces, that's intentional, and intentions have consequences. This is where things get messy, real messy. Rumors started spreading about alleged side relationships, about secret situations that needed to stay hidden, about a lifestyle the public wasn't supposed to know about. Then some messages supposedly leaked. Messages from Drake, allegedly talking about helping LeBron move around without getting caught. About being the facilitator for situations that needed discretion. Whether those texts are authentic or fabricated, that's still up for debate. But the internet ran with it hard, and it lines up too perfectly with everything else coming out. Drake, if you're reading this, putting that kind of stuff in writing was probably not your smartest move. LeBron, He's probably wondering who else has screenshots.
Convince the gang that it was rooted in love when it isn't. Show me how different we are. There's black. Yo, LeBron, the secret you've been had is the worst secret everybody in the industry don't know. That's why we all been looking at Drake to be like, Drake, you might lose a ring, nigga. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Don't you see Drake is in crash out mode?
There's this one photo that absolutely exploded across social media. LeBron in some wild outfit that raised every eyebrow on the internet. Something that looked way too suspect for most people's comfort. Some swear it's photoshopped. Others say it's completely fake, designed to destroy his reputation. But here's the reality. Once an image is out there, truth becomes secondary to narrative. And the narrative around LeBron has already shifted hard. People are questioning everything now, looking at him sideways, connecting dots that might not connect, or maybe they do. Remember when Kanye was going off about industry control, about powerful people being manipulated and silenced? He named LeBron, he named Jay-Z, he talked about a system built on fear. We called him crazy, dismissed him as unstable, said he'd lost his mind. But now, people are rewatching those interviews and realizing Kanye might have been dropping real information the whole time. Every name he mentioned had ties to Diddy. Every single one. Meek Mill's already been exposed. Jay-Z's been suspiciously silent. And LeBron's caught right in the middle. Was Kanye giving us the truth years before anyone was ready to hear it?
They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce. But they can't control me.
LeBron James talks about everything. Politics, social issues, basketball, business. The man has opinions on literally everything. But since Diddy's world started falling apart, complete silence. Not one word, not one tweet. Not even a subtle statement to distance himself. Just total radio silence. When someone that vocal suddenly stops talking, that tells you everything. Either lawyers told him to stay quiet, or he's genuinely scared about what might surface. Neither option looks good for the king.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's up.
50 Cent loves the long game. He's been hinting that more footage exists. More evidence. More revelations that haven't dropped yet. And when 50 says he's got something, history shows he usually delivers. This man doesn't bluff. So what's really in that vault? Who else is on camera? And when does part 2 drop? Because if we know anything about 50 Cent, it's that he loves watching people sweat while they wait for what's coming next. Let me be clear, nobody's claiming LeBron committed crimes. Nobody's saying he's been charged. Nobody's putting him in the same category as people facing prosecution. But being present raises questions, especially when cameras were allegedly recording, especially when the silence is this loud. Public opinion doesn't need convictions. It just needs suspicion. And right now, there's plenty. So here's where we're at. If 50 really has more tapes, what happens when they drop? Does LeBron's legacy survive? Do his endorsements stay intact? Is he innocent? Just a guy who attended parties without knowing what was really happening? Or is he terrified, knowing exactly what might be on those recordings? And why hasn't he said anything? Why the complete blackout? The silence is the loudest part of all this. Look, I don't have all the answers, but the streets don't forget. The internet doesn't let go, and 50 Cent doesn't start projects he doesn't finish. Whatever's coming next is probably going to be explosive. It's probably going to shake everything up, and it's going to force people to choose sides. So what do you think? Is LeBron innocent or scared? Do you believe the 50's sitting on footage that'll change everything? Drop your thoughts below, because this story's far from over.